Hi, everyone, and welcome to Service for the Community. I'm your host, Matt Blown. Today we have all members of the Optimist Club. We have Michelle, Sean, and Amelia Grace. How's everyone doing today?
Great.
Good, thank you.
Good, good. We have a variety of topics to talk about today, but kind of our jumping off point is you guys just recently had a convention. So, Sean, can you tell us a little bit about that? I think everyone kind of played a part in it, so we'll probably jump around a little bit.
Yeah.
Start us off, Sean.
Absolutely. So every year, Optimist International, along with Junior Optimist International, has an annual convention, and it takes place usually around end June, beginning July timeframe, and it's a great opportunity for everyone, all optimists around the organization, the United States, Canada, and the Caribbeans especially, to get together and kind of collaborate on ideas, get training for like how to service their community more.
So you guys talking about like a variety of different projects and like fundraising techniques and things
Yep.
like that?
Yeah, a lot of training, a lot of on the adult side it's that, but with the Joy, it's more of a community service. More workshops are dedicated to more fun or more activities that are hands-on, and a lot of ideas to bring back to their local clubs.
Gotcha.
And a great way to make new friends.
Now, I know you both were involved. Amelia Grace, can you tell us a little bit about kind of your role in the convention?
Well, I was an attendee, so I wasn't in charge of anything like Sean was, and I certainly wasn't an advisor like Michelle was, but I went and I had a really great experience. This was my third convention, and it was just a really good time. I went to a few different workshops. One was about communicating, so I learned how to communicate better. I see there's the picture on the screen now.
Oh,
We
yeah,
all
yeah.
made blankets. That was a very fun activity. We split into different groups, and each group got these different, they were tie fleece blankets, and each group made various amounts of these blankets, and it was a very fun activity. And it's a great way to meet new people because they just numbered you off. So.
Oh, very cool, very cool. Michelle, do you have anything to add to the convention? Because I assume you've been to a few.
I've been to a few, about 10. I take a group of students with me each year, and the friendships that they have made is just enormous. Sean was with me the first convention that I went to, so we've been to many of them together, all of them, I think. I don't think you missed one.
Milwaukee was my first one, so that was
Oh,
before
okay,
yours. but-
before me. But
All of them.
it's not only the students making friends. I've made numerous friends across the whole international, where we share ideas of what works, what doesn't work. Have you tried this program? Have you tried that program? As either fundraisers or out to the community. One program that we used that we got from Wisconsin was selling prom dresses. They sell theirs to help families that are in need from suicide prevention. And so all the funds that they raise for that goes to suicide prevention. Ours, we've done it now for 2 or 3 years. All of our,
Yes, is this the clothing closet?
this is the, we call it the prom salon in the spring.
Gotcha.
And then it's the clothing closet year round.
Gotcha.
And we service students that are in our population at school. There could be as easy as you're at lunch and your lunch falls all over you and you need clothes and you still have classes to attend. So we have clothes available that way. Or there could be
a step above the lost and found sweatpants, I'm assuming.
You got it.
Right.
And then there have been cases where there's been fires in the community, and the kids are attending school, and we'll ship, boxes of clothing to family in need. So it goes full gamut. We're there to help the kids, and it's amazing how much the kids in the school put in all the energies to help that, and it's been a real good help for us. Both us feeling good about ourselves and how it really helps the community as well within our school. But the friendships that we make with these other advisors have been great. I have friends in California now and Milwaukee, people that I would not have ever dreamt of talking to or meeting, or it's amazing how much we have in common with one another.
Cool. So let's talk a little about the high school club. I know, Michelle, you're the advisor for that club.
Yes.
And Amelia Grace, I believe you are you in the high school club now?
Yes.
You just graduated?
Yes,
okay.
I'm in, yeah.
Gotcha. So tell us a little bit about the high school club.
Well, one of our biggest things we're doing is this clothes closet. We've also done blood drives in the past. We did the Miracle Minute last year, which was very fun. That was at one of the basketball games, and we ran around the stadium during halftime or something. I don't know how much money we raised. It was a lot of
We
money in
raised
1 minute.
Almost $800 in 1 minute.
Yes,
Oh, wow.
that's a very fun event.
It's for the
Yeah.
Leukemia Lymphoma
Yes,
Society.
thank you. Yes, that's for LLS.
Yep.
Um,
And it's during
Yeah.
a basketball game during between their third and fourth
okay, it was
period.
third and fourth period.
Awesome.
Yep, it's heavily attended. It's been a
Yes.
real good fit for us.
It has, it has.
Then there's also the Friendly Forest in the fall.
Yes.
We're preparing for that now because it's usually the third week of October.
Sure.
And all the kids plus whoever their friends want to come with them, we have like 40 costumes to fill. And we have over 900 students in the elementary ages come and attend the Friendly Forest. Yeah, we're already working on it for this year.
Sure, sure.
Yeah.
Sean, tell us, now we talked about the high school club here, but you started or just a part of a college club.
Yeah,
Tell us a little about that.
I actually started that like 2 years ago. Now it's been. So that's like a step up. It's considered actually an adult club with the Optimist organization, but yeah, in November of 2017, I chartered the SVSU Optimistic Club, where again the same kind of values of the Optimist Club, except just instead of focusing on one community, you're focusing on your campus community as well. And so basically we've done the same things. Our key staples, though, what we're known for in the on campus is for our free hugs, high fives or fist bumps. So what we'll do is we'll gather around a heavily trafficked area, mostly outside the library or a place where people are passing between classes, and have signs that say free hugs or a high five. And a lot of people will take that opportunity because either they've had a stressful day or they just you just need that positive energy. Absolutely, it was a great time. And the other thing we do is during exam week we have sticky notes, positive sticky notes that we post around all over campus that have positive sayings, so people when they walk to their classes, they can see those before they take their exam.
Very nice. Little pick you up just
Yeah.
before you head into the
The final exam.
exactly
Yeah.
the treacherous final
Yeah.
exam. Sure.
Yeah.
So now, Sean, you've been a part of Optimist for a while now. Could you kind of tell us kind of your history with the organization, how long you've been
Yeah.
involved?
So actually this last fall I celebrated technically my 10th year in the whole organization itself, 6 with the Junior Optimists and then 4 with the adults. Started in 6th grade over at the middle school here, and slowly worked my way through the junior high. When I met Michelle, she was my advisor. I think that was your first time advising too, or?
At the junior high?
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
it was.
So it was really good, and that was actually this time starting when I started becoming more involved in the leadership roles. And then that year after Michelle had to go to the high school, and then Don Brose, an adult member, became the advisor when I was in 9th grade. And that's when I was introduced to more of the district side and international of the Joy as well as the adult. And I, in 10th grade, became the district governor for Michigan for Joy. And then the year after that, went to a couple conventions and became an international board member. So
Very cool.
And then after I continued that, my again, like Michelle mentioned, you meet a lot of different people, great friends and connections. After I graduated from high school here, I had the opportunity to serve as the Junior Optimists International Committee member. So I was one of 4 people serving on the committee for now the past 3 years.
So you found it a very rewarding experience.
Yeah, it's a great rewarding experience, but also it's great to see a lot of people wanting to come together to serve their community and the different friendships you meet and just the different passions they have.
Great.
And one common thread that I've noticed in all of these things, especially when they're at the banquet at the end, the last day,
Oh yeah.
these kids have so much fun just being with one another, and they're like one another. So it's not awkward for them to feel geeky because they're all geeky, and it's just a camaraderie that they build over the years that they look forward to. Now with social media, they can stay in touch with one another year round. And they'll say, oh, I just heard from, they're doing this and this. Do you think we can do it as well? So it's a great tool any way you look at it.
Yeah, it's like we're kind of jumping back to the international part, but with these conventions, it's so amazing. These 3 days, it's only a 3-day convention for the Joy, and in those 3 days, you make like lasting friendships. Like my first convention I went to, we took a couple of kids from the Renaissance that wanted to start a Joy Club, and one of the girls started out, she was very kind of negative, like just was unsure of it, didn't care for it, thought it was kind of not her thing. By the end of the 3rd day, she made so many new friends, and she was the most like energetic and excited person I ever met. And like immediately after that following year, she started an Octagon Club at the Renaissance High School.
Awesome. Awesome.
So yeah, it's almost like a life-changing experience, these conventions.
I know you guys are kind of tried to move down to some of the smaller buildings, the elementary schools. Millie Grace, I believe you were part of an elementary club of sorts.
Yes, last year it was actually part of a school project. I'm part of the IB program, and it worked for a project that I had to complete. But I started with some help from other people. I started a junior optimist club at Independence Elementary here in Clarkston, and it's been really great. I'm going to continue on with it next year. I'm going to graduate from the high school next year, so I won't be able to continue afterwards, but hopefully I'll get somebody to continue it on afterwards. But we had a very small group, but it was a really great group of kids. I think we had about 8 kids in total, but it was still 8 kids, and we had fun. It was kind of hard with the elementary school because with elementary kids, you can't go out and volunteer places without permission slips.
They can't really drive.
No, they can't, so it was kind of hard, but we made some dog toys to donate to the Oakland County Animal Shelter. We made placemats as well as cards to give to a senior center. We just did various activities like that during our hour-long meetings.
Farm.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
at Independence, they have that community farm that's right there.
Yes.
Why don't you tell them about that?
The Clarkston Family Farm is right next to Independence Elementary, so we were very lucky with that. We could actually go because it's still on the school's property, so we could take the kids over there. So that was very, very fun. We only did that once actually this year, but hopefully we'll get there a few more times this coming year. And we got to just help out there, and that was very nice. Got to feed some animals and take care of some plants.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Can you kind of touch upon, you've been a part of Optimus for a while, can you kind of touch upon some of the experiences you've had?
Well, I joined the Optimist Club when I came to Clarkston in 9th grade at the junior high. The advisor for the junior high was Don Brose, as Sean mentioned earlier. And it was just a really, really good experience for me. I was new. I came from a very small school, so it was a good way for me to actually meet some people instead of just, sitting in big classes and, not meeting anybody. But I made 2 really, really good friends in the club, and they're still like my best friends today, so that's good. Again, the 3 conventions have been really good for me to meet new people. I've done a lot. Optimist.
Great.
Yeah.
Well, as we're kind of wrapping up here, is there anything else you guys want to mention or let our audience know?
Well, with our conventions, this year was the 100th anniversary of Optimist International itself. It started in 1919. The first convention was in Louisville, so we made it a keen thing to be in Louisville at that time too. And there was a wonderful ceremony where there was a historical marker where they actually first met. It was originally put there. And it was right down the street from where we were staying at the hotel. And so we got to do like a kind of a celebratory parade walk through the part of downtown Louisville there and see the unveiling of the new historical landmarker for the 100th year.
Great.
So, yeah. And then I was just informed by some of my Optimist friends that next year is going to be the 100th year that the first Junior Optimist Club was ever started.
Wow. So big couple years in a row.
Yeah, big couple years in a row.
Awesome. Anything else? When does Optimist Club meet if people want to get involved?
Well, at the high school, we generally choose a day that's most convenient for everyone. It's after school. It meets for about a half hour to 2 hours, just depending on what the group wants to do. We'll work on different projects for our club. We have the clothes closet, as we mentioned earlier, and the prom salon that we will meet after the club for those dates. But we also have dresses that the girls can wear to homecoming, and there's always work to be done. Then we have other projects like when we do leukemia and lymphoma. We have planning sessions. Our e-board will work on alternate days, weeks. We meet every other week, right after school. Yep, and then we've got our big surge right now to get clubs in all the other buildings at this time. So we're looking to have Optimist Club in each of the elementary schools, the junior high, the middle school, and the high school by the beginning of this year.
Very cool.
Yes.
Very cool. Well, that's all the time we have for this episode of Service for the Community. We'll see you guys next time.